Hey everyone, welcome to Smash Trivia on YouTube. I'm your host, Smash Trivia John. I'm so excited to get into this one. For this movie review, I'm going to be reviewing The Mitchells versus the Machines. I'm watching this for the first time, so don't expect this to be terribly in-depth. First off, I love the intro for this during the Columbia logo sequence. I love how stylized the movie is. The film is fantastic. It really made me wish I had a family like this growing up. I love that the animation is very similar to Spider-Verse, another film from Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, which is equally fantastic. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen Spider-Verse, watch it. I can definitely relate to Katie, as I do sometimes. I think sometimes, so my family doesn't understand me. I love the voices that everyone got. I did not realize the actor voicing the dad was Danny McBride. The whole time I was watching, I was thinking it sounded like Jason Sudeikis. The comedic timing in the film is perfect. Especially the army of Roombas when they're falling down the stairs. Honestly, going into this, I didn't expect to like the conflict in this film because I'm kind of tired of the trope of technology bad because we rely on it too much. But I ended up liking it because it wasn't just that. It also shows the good that comes from technology. I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here, but every good thing that's ever been created in the world, we were able to live before it. And it made things better. And if we lost it, we'd go into chaos. But that doesn't make it bad. Before fire, the cavemen still found a way to live, but fire made it better. And thus, if we lost fire, now it would be chaos. But no one thinks that we shouldn't rely on fire for that reason. That's the end of my rant. But also, the film, it does very much show the good things that come from technology. It shows people making entertainment out of it. It shows so much and even for me, I wouldn't be able to make this video if it wasn't for technology. And it makes people's lives so much better. I love the two robots that became part of the family. Also, it's so creative to use the dog to freak out other robots. The Furbies were so terrifying. I wonder if that mall, if it is real, if that mall they went to actually has the world's biggest Furby in real life. So that would be really cool if it did. I love the Rick Mitchell special, both times that they do it in the film. I love the times where stills of drawings came up on screen. I love the times where Katie compares people to a monkey video and starts overlapping their audio. I really honestly want to see a feature-length version of Dog Cop. And I think this film honestly does work best as a standalone film. But you could still release a quote-unquote sequel by doing a feature-length version of Dog Cop because that would be something people would want to see. At least I would, and it doesn't hurt the film. and I think that the film, as it stands, it is a film that doesn't need a sequel. I can't see anywhere that the sequel would go. I love how badass the mom fighting the robots was. I love how perfectly they did callbacks to scenes earlier in the film. I love that Katie is making a movie throughout it, and it was really heartbreaking when we found out that she accidentally filmed over childhood moments. I loved seeing them fight robots while singing Live Your Life. I probably missed more stuff that I liked in the film as I wrote this from memory as opposed to I normally would write this as I watch. But I love this film. After Spider-Verse came out, I really wanted to see Phil Lord and Christopher Miller make a Gwenpool film because the animation style in that is so perfect for Gwenpool. As for that character, you need it to be very comic booky a style. After watching this, I even more want them to make a Gwenpool film because the tone in this and all the meta jokes and stuff in this are very similar to what Gwenpool is. Some trivia that I liked that I found from IMDb. When the movie was completed, the producers sent crew members statues of Monchi that said, "You guys are my people." At around 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 38 seconds of the film, during the credits, there is the actual recipe for Linda's face cupcakes. Originally titled Mitchell's vs. the Machines, it was then changed to Connected, but once it was purchased by Netflix, the title reverted back to The Mitchells vs. the Machines. The Prancer belongs to the Canyon Now gag was almost cut because of how expensive it was to animate Rain, the river, and the burrow rig. Machi the dog was originally going to be voiced by a professional voice actor, but in a surprising move, the part was actually given to a professional, to a internet celebrity, an actual dog, Doug the Pug. Even though Palstagram is shown to exist in the film, Instagram is still mentioned a few times. At about 17 minutes in, there's a billboard for Red Amok's hamburger restaurant. This is an actual restaurant in New Buffalo, Michigan. It was a mom and pop place in the 1960s and 70s, but is still popular today. Originally, PAL was going to use all the technology in Silicon Valley to create a humongous mecca with the world's second largest Furby as its head in the climax. I really wish that either that they had done that for the climax, or that they at least, I really wish they had finished animating that and released as a deleted scene, because that would have been so cool to see. During the close-ups of Katie texting, you can see her make mistakes that are then autocorrected. I love this attention to detail. Jim and Haley Posey, the Mitchells' neighbors, are voiced by real-life couple John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. None of the glasses that are worn by Katie or Rick have any lenses. The first trailer, when in the film was still called Connected, had a scene where a toilet says "Sayonara" and launches a man through the roof. This wasn't sadly in the final film. I really wish it was, though. Instead of a toaster being the first corrupted appliance to confront the Mitchells, a jumping toy dog was considered. On their way to Silicon Valley, there's a sign that says garlic ice cream, which implies they're in Gilroy, California, a city known for their garlic festival. In the recently released teaser for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, there's Part 1, which is the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse, there is an Easter egg for this film, as Miles has the same wooden moose that's featured in this film on his shelf. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please click that like button. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the film, so please comment those down below. If you'd like to watch more from me, please subscribe. Many more movie reviews coming, so keep on the lookout. Check out my podcast, The Gamma Analysis, where I review everything Hulk. Link in the description. Also, if you're looking for Christmas presents for your family members, why not check out the merch store? There's a bunch of different options in there. Some things that I think were pretty funny, and some things that I think actually look really, really cool. And you can check that out, link in description. This again is your host, Smash Trivia John, signing off.